Hello heroes, I'm happy to welcome Mr. Subclasses, Mr. Update Videos, the Fury himself, Oris. Well, hello Oris. First of all, let me congratulate you on your 5,227 subscribers. How are you doing?
Thank you, I'm doing good. Thank you for having me on.
Okay, are you ready for the questions?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, let's start with the first one. So, recently, TF2 was quite dead, so have you been playing it often, or have your playtime drastically changed?
My playtime's gone down quite a bit. I normally go through phases of playing it, so I'll play it a lot for about a month or two, then not play it for a while, then come back to it. Right now I'm kind of in the middle, so I'm playing it every few days, but not as much as I used to be. No.
I understand you. Like for the last week, I played 2, maximum 3 hours.
Yeah.
It's quite fun, but people are still coming, but more of them are going away because nothing is happening. Unless until yesterday, when the TF2 crew posted that the update is imminently coming.
Yeah.
So when you play, you play the normal casual, or you play some game modes?
I normally just get in a casual lobby with my friends and play a couple of games on that, usually like 2-4 or something like that. I used to really like competitive, but because the matchmaking it takes so long to find a game, I kind of stopped doing that.
Yeah, and when it finds a game, the teams are so unbalanced. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then one of the questions from Twitter, what's the history between you and Little Bitey, and why do you like it so much?
Well, I didn't. It's not like it is my favorite hat now, but it wasn't at the time I chose it. I wanted something to make my channel stand out, so kind of a mascot or something like that. And I hadn't really seen anyone else use it, and I kind of liked how it just looks on most of the classes, and I think it's really easily distinguishable between the other hats.
And it suits quite a lot of loadouts.
Yeah, it's an all-class hat as well, so it's really useful.
Yeah. So Little Bitey is one of your favorite hats, but what is your most precious possession in TF2 loadout or CS:GO or in IRL?
In terms of sentimental value or the actual price?
Sentimental value more.
Yeah. Well, back in the day, 2012 or 2011, me and my friend used to go on trade servers, and he got a hat that he thought I liked and just gave it to me for free. And I've still got that now after 4 years. It's the cute suit for the pyro.
Oh. Hey, it's quite nice.
Yeah.
So
it's not. Sorry.
Yeah, go on.
Oh, it's not really a special hat, but it was quite nice of him to do that. Yeah, so I've kept it the whole time. Yeah.
So you have been on YouTube for a year now, more or less. So
yeah.
Did you pass your New Year resolution, and how are you managing to keep up with it?
That my New Year's resolution was to upload weekly, which I haven't really done because it's really hard to do that for me anyway.
Yeah.
To balance it with college and stuff. I wanted to get, I think I wanted 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Yeah, so it was crazy. I got so lucky with the views on the videos. I can't ask for more, honestly.
Yeah, especially with your subclasses videos, they were just the boom of your channel, I think.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. So as we say, your subclasses are one of your most popular series. So are you going to do episode 5 anytime soon? And you have any ideas of what to do about it?
Well, yeah. I think number 5 is going to be the last one because there's not really much more to say about it. I'll just be milking the views at that point.
Yeah.
But in number 4, which was a couple of months ago now, I asked for people to put their subclasses down in the comments, and then I would cover them in number 5. I haven't actually got around to even starting that video yet, but it will come out eventually. I'm not sure when though. Yeah.
It's quite good. So like, even though like the subclasses are one of your most popular videos, like which of the videos do you like to do the most? Like which is the best for you?
I feel like my last 3 videos were really fun to make. That's the giving free hats to random players on TF2.
Honest and how to be a TF2 YouTuber.
Yeah, I really like them because I feel like it was more true to how I am as a real person. It was hard for me to be myself in my older videos, like especially the informational ones, just because I was so nervous recording my voice. So I feel like those are my favorite ones. Oh, and TF2 in real life, because I did that with my friends and it was really fun.
Yeah, TF2 in real life was quite funny videos, and it's
thanks.
quite funny how you implement like the real stuff into the game and like vice versa.
Yeah.
Also, okay, the next one is also from Twitter. What do you think of Max Box's Spot the Hacker series?
I think it's... Yeah, sorry. It's a really good idea, and I think it's really well edited and well done. I've only seen like 2 or 3, but from what I've seen, it's really informative, and like it's just so well edited and well made. I can't really fault it at all.
Yeah, like I haven't watched Max Boxes. Like I didn't even know about his existence before like this.
Yeah.
So it's quite funny how like there are a lot of good creators outside, which are like some people don't know.
Yeah.
He has like around 50,000 subscribers.
Yeah, it's crazy. There's so many people in the TF2 community that a lot of people haven't heard of, even if they are like quite big. A good example is Lukey Pookie. He has like 10,000 subscribers, but you barely see his name mentioned anyway, even though he makes really good content.
Yeah, haven't heard of him.
Yeah.
So on the subject of that, like, which good YouTubers are you watching, and would you recommend others to watch, like TF2 and otherwise?
In terms of TF2, right now I pretty much watch Pyro Joe. I watch. In terms of big ones, I can't really think of many. I watch an Uncle Dane video if it comes out because they're quite rare.
Yeah.
But
Uncle Dane and Oris7 are two like good YouTubers, like OG YouTubers.
Yeah.
They post like once every 2 months.
Yeah, they post rarely, but it's always like you always know it's gonna be a good video. You know what you're gonna get when you click on it.
Yeah, and what about any small YouTubers?
Yeah, I've watched quite a few small YouTubers actually. Like I've seen a few of your videos, for example, like just the gameplay ones. I think that's really good because other people can use that gameplay, and like if they don't have a powerful enough computer and stuff like that.
Yeah. But I'm quite a bit lazy with the gameplays because I'm still getting used to speaking to nobody, especially.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Watching the video and like I'm speaking to them, but whilst you're recording, like you're speaking to your monitor, just to your microphone. It's kind of weirds me out a little bit.
Yeah, it's really weird to do that. Like when I open up Audacity to record my videos, sometimes I feel like I'm not looking at anything. It's like I've got my eyes closed. Like I'm just focusing so hard on what I'm saying. It's really cringy. But yeah.
And usually, do you script your videos or just improvise a little bit?
Well, I've scripted 1 or 2, but normally I'm like thinking about a video for the entire week before I do it, because I have one set day a week where I just sit down and do the entire thing. So I know exactly what I'm gonna say when I sit down, so I'm kind of scripting it in my head, but I don't like sit down and write a script and read from it, if that makes sense. Yeah.
It's quite an easy way of going through it, and quite good one as it is.
Yeah.
Also, like the next one, like your thumbnails are like. If I see like a thumbnail, I know it's yours because you can have your like own style. So how do you come up with that?
I'm not gonna lie, it's just the easiest thing that I can do. I do try with my thumbnails, but it's really hard, like, to make it stand out. So I end up just using the same sort of colors and the cutout type theme, just because I'm trying to make it look vibrant, so it will attract more people. Yeah.
So you use Photoshop quite a lot.
Yeah, Photoshop. And sometimes SFM, but I'm not that good at it.
Yeah. SFM is like a very good tool to create these thumbnails, but because like nowadays a lot of people are doing it, like it's very hard to get distinguished among them.
Yeah, that's true.
Like just only one person that like I know of, like if you know Stag.
Yeah.
He's like one of the best as film artists that has a YouTube channel and I know of. And it's like his art is quite good, and also in his Discord channel, like there are so many talented people around there.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like it's hard to get noticed because so many people are doing it.
Yeah. Also, especially nowadays, the YouTube system doesn't behave quite well.
Yeah, it's not the best, is it?
Yeah. Okay, like if you have any questions towards me, feel free to ask them.
What do you think about the Pyro update and all of that stuff?
Man, like it's been only like what, a year and a month or something since like we had the last update about the Pyro update. Like I think it will come up eventually, but right now because like there are like 5 to 7 people officially working on Team Fortress 2, I think it's a little bit of a lot of work for just them. So I think like it will come when it comes because it's like WoW time.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Like I can't. Sorry about that. I just hit my microphone. It's insane that there's only like 5 to 7. Like it's like 4 or 5 people working on the TF2 team. Like, I don't know how they get anything done.
Yeah, like most of them are just like graphic designers, and like only one of them I think is a programmer. So
yeah.
And everybody knows that TF2, even though it's very good made, it has like a lot of bugs, and with every update, like they add a lot of bugs.
Yeah, a lot of the updates are just fixing stuff that they've done wrong in the past.
Yeah, like it was like every update they add like unintentionally a bug where you can just fly off the map somewhere and just build a sentry and just destroy the enemy team, or just get into the enemy spawn and build your turrets there. Yeah, it's quite fun.
Yeah, there's always like an exploit from Delphi, the YouTuber or something. What plans do you have for your channel? Like in the future, do you have any goals?
Like, for this year, like I had a goal to just upload more consistently, but I'm at the university, plus I'm working on some projects, so I don't have so much free time. So I try to just pump out some of the videos that I enjoy. For example, like recently, the game came out, like Raid World War II.
Yeah.
It's like very enjoyable to play. It's quite fun because I am a really big fan of Payday, which like it has a very interesting gameplay mechanics, like the robbery, burglary, and other stuff, like the upgrades, and like doing that, but during World War I and stealing from Hitler. Hell, that was fun.
Yeah.
And otherwise, like I want to do something with my channel because like before this, I was just uploading some videos like which I had time to make or which I was feeling quite to make. Like one of them was like Assassin's Speed, like it was like quite fun and enjoyable to make, especially like the SFM art for that, like the thumbnail. I really enjoy it. It's like one of my most favorite thumbnails that I've ever made. But from now on, like because I'm kind of an old school gamer, like I was gaming when like there was like Nintendo, PlayStation 1 and stuff. So friends were coming to my place, or I was going to their place and we were playing like together, always speaking. But now, like when you join an online game, like you are alone. Like nobody knows you, nobody, and like it's kind of strange in that way. That's why like this podcast is what I most likely want to make, or like just playing different games with other people and just enjoying my time with them. It's like I'm tired of being alone.
Yeah. It's a really good way to meet people. The TF2 community, like everyone, I say everyone, a lot of people are friendly, and it's a really good way to get to know people. Like if you just continue this podcast, for example, I'm sure you'll make a lot of friends.
Yeah, like for now, like my wish is like nowadays I play like 3 games most of the time. This like Team Fortress 2, Overwatch, aka the TF2 killer, and the Bridge Play Souls. Like the past couple of videos that I loaded were from that game. It's a mobile game which is made by KLab Game Station about the Bleach anime. So it's quite fun to play, and like I was a really big fan of Bleach, so that's why I'm playing. So I want to make podcasts with like all three of these communities. Like TF2 community is like, yes, very friendly. It's kind of easy to find someone who will do a podcast with you. And like, the same for like Bleach Brave Souls, because I know some of the people. But Overwatch, even though like it has a big community, there are like a few like good creators. Most of the creators in Overwatch are like just, oh, here's the news. In this news happened this, this, and this. In this update,
yeah,
this, and like no real kind of content, so to say, like funny content. And also like the only one is like Muselk, who and like his friends who are doing like fun videos about it.
Yeah.
And like on the subject of Overwatch, so you have made a video about like almost a year ago. So are you still playing it, or like was?
Yeah, I play it like occasionally with friends, and it's really fun. I just can't really upload it. Like I could, but I think I'll get a bad response. I do want to branch out into different games, but I can't just leave TF2.
Yeah, because
it wouldn't work.
TF2 YouTuber, like.
Yeah.
So like you remember when like Muselk #abandoned TF2, like he got like holy so much negative response.
Yeah, it was like he just got so much hate for that.
Yeah, but like I kind of understand him, because like TF2 has been around for 10 years already. Like it had birthday yesterday, like the decade of birthday. So most of the stuff, like new content that you can make about TF2 was already made, more or less. Like there are very few new things that you can do about it on like reasons.
Yeah.
So like
it must be like coming up with ideas is something that I feel like every person that does TF2 videos has to like kind of get across. Like it's hard. But I feel like, although it's been over 10 years, there's just so many things that people haven't thought of. Like, a perfect example is Soundsmith's stereotype video. Because, well, that was 9 years after the game was made, and that gets hundreds of thousands of views. So, I feel like there is still some room for ideas.
Like, the latest, like, new videos and, like, new series that I have watched from, like, other tier 2 YouTubers, like, was, like, Soundsmith's classes, your subclasses, and also like there were a couple of videos around the internet about like if the character had its own soundtrack.
Yeah.
But in the like earlier, like 2, 3, 4 years ago, there were like, a lot of good videos, like from Germa, if you remember the bingo.
Yeah, I remember Germa.
Yeah, it was like very fun game, and it's kind of interesting. Also, it was like Salty Fish or someone, I don't remember who it was. Like, the game was different, like 1 versus 1, and each time you kill an enemy, the enemy had to bind one of his like movement, shooting, and other keys to explode. And like it was.
Oh, that's fun. Awesome! Yeah. I've never heard of that.
I will post a link to you afterwards. But like it was quite funny. But yeah, most of the videos nowadays are like TF2 is dead. Pyro is not coming. Like, oh, someone mentioned the jungle. That means something might be happening. But in reality, like, meh.
Yeah, I talked about that a little bit in my latest video. Not to just plug it, but it's yeah, like I kind of grew off informational videos. Like I got really lucky with that, but I don't know. I feel like it's been like everything's been done in the sense of that style of video. Like no one at this point, who actually cares like the top 10 hats that are pink or whatever. Like I think like they need, like you said, there needs to be more like funny videos. Yeah, in my opinion, anyway.
Funny videos like are good, but it's kind of hard to make them, because like most of the tier 2 YouTubers nowadays, because like they have like a drastic subscriber count difference, they are not quite willing to cooperate with each other. Like they just co-op with like their friends, with someone from like they know IRL, and sometimes they get quite a good review on that. But usually, because like of the latest like YouTube changes, in like good videos, like for example, if a video has the name of like having fun with my friends, like it might get like, if it's a good YouTuber, like at least like 10k views. But if someone posts like shit that has happened to me, Like
yeah,
100,000 views. Like it's kind of clickbait, but people fall
it's
for
as
it.
long as it's not lying, I guess.
Yeah, but usually it's lying. And like
Yeah.
the things that happened to them was like they died to a century. Yeah, it was like the next one, like it's already middle of October, so the undead are trying to dig their way from the graves. Monsters and demons are crawling to the Hell's Gate. Evil ghosts are preparing to come to Midgard. Merasmus is preparing his schemes. The headless horseman is beginning to collect his hats, and Monoclus is trying to warp into our realm. So, what's your ideas? Will we get Scream Fortress 2017?
Will we get Scream Fortress?
Yeah.
Hello?
That's the question. Will we get it?
Oh yeah, sorry. I think I was lagging a bit. I feel like they might release the Pyro update on the Halloween Scream Fortress update.
Yeah.
Because they
had an idea like the new update will be called like Forest Fire, because it will be like the mixture of Jungle update, Pyro update, and the Scream Fortress.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, but still, like, because like Scream Fortress is kind of like an annual event that have been adding for quite a while, and like people are waiting for it. And like right now we have like no leaks, nothing about it, just the post that they uploaded like yesterday, which is saying that the update is coming soon, not like soon as 1 week, but it will be like very soon. But
yeah,
again, it's Wolf time, so we never know.
Yeah.
It might be like a Scream Fortress for a new year.
Yeah. I feel like the communication is getting slightly better though. Like,
at least there is communication.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. So, yeah, let's finish off with some advices to our viewers. Like, yeah, you uploaded the video about how to be a TF2 YouTuber, but maybe you have some more ideas, something more you want to say, how to be a good YouTuber, how to maybe come up with the contents, or some like advices, or how to get recognized, like Reddit, Discord, and other places where you can go.
Yeah. Well, there's that. Obviously, there's the TF2 Collabs Discord, which is a great place for meeting people. I also think not just spam commenting, but just going around the community and trying to make friends with some other content creators. Like, just if you comment like in people's videos, you're saying like something about that video, or hey, nice video, man, they'll start to recognize you, and chances are they'll click on your channel and they'll check you out. Like, you shouldn't ask people to look at your channel and stuff, but
yeah, this kind of comments like which went to spam right away by YouTube, like, oh, nice video, if you want to watch my videos, here is my channel. Like,
yeah,
sub for sub. I mean, man, come on.
Yeah,
and, like the dude has like only like one video which is made by like an 8-year-old kid which has like the squeakiest voice ever.
Yeah. One thing I did was I had this terrible screen recorder. I can't remember what it was called. It was something like Hypercam. It was really bad, so I just went around some like smaller TF2 YouTubers
it had this
I could find.
Giant like watermark of its name all over.
Yeah. So yeah, I was just looking around like the smaller YouTubers and just asking them what screen recorder they used. I was like, hey, what screen recorder do you use? I use this. Which one do you use? I'm looking for one. And then by doing that, I feel like it kind of got my name out there a bit, because by saying that, it kind of implies that I'd make videos. So I feel like a few people might have just clicked on my channel to see what the hell I was talking about. So yeah, like I said, just if you try and get involved with the community, you will get known. You will make friends.
So, and now, which recording software do you use?
I use OBS now. I used to use Shadowplay for ages.
Yeah, it's
but the only bad thing is for me is my microphone just barely works on Shadowplay. But for OBS is really good.
Yeah, same for me. Like when I try to record my voice with Shadowplay, like even though like my microphone is very good. It's like Audio Technica 2500. Like it's good. Like I gave like what 70-80 bucks for it. Like you can hear how it sounds. But when I was recording it with Shadowplay, I sounded like a robot. Like half of the sentences were like broken up. Like there were glitches in the voice. Like I think like the software itself is good because they implemented it, but they still need to work around it.
Yeah, that I had the same problem.
Also, like even now, like some of the YouTubers like use like Bandicam and this kind of like fraps, like the free version, which has like a huge watermark, and most of them like use some like Windows Movie Maker or Sony Vegas or something like that to just crop that part off.
Yeah.
You can do that, but it's better to use OBS because it's like free and it's like perfect.
Yeah, I don't see the problem with OBS at all. I don't see why more people don't use it.
So just the problem with OBS is like you lose like 10 to 15% of your frames. But if you have a like good PC, like it doesn't matter. Will you have like 130 frames per second or 120? The Shadowplay is just good because like you use one at max 2 frames in any game.
Yeah.
And by the way, your microphone is which one?
It's I'm not sure the name. It's a very cheap one actually, because I couldn't really afford a better one. But I'll have a quick search now. It's a toner. It's called a toner microphone.
That's the point. Like nowadays, when someone uploads like a video, how to be a YouTuber? What do you need for being a YouTuber? Like they list this like a red video camera or like a Razer microphone, which costs like around like $1,000, like at least like $200, and like this is what you need. But usually, like if you have like an okay smartphone, you can just record your voice with that. You know, like some of the like this cheapo like $2-3 Skype microphones are like quite good.
Yeah, like I don't think you can't really use equipment as that much of an excuse, in my opinion anyway, because like when I started out, I was on a cheap laptop with just a £10 headset, like as my microphone. So yeah, I feel like you should, if you feel like equipment's the thing that's holding you back, I think you should just go for it. Like you said, using a phone, a lot of people do that, and it works well. I've heard anyway.
Even like if you watch some of the vloggers, like they sometimes use just their smartphone to vlog throughout the day. Like the sound is good, like it's pretty okay for like even nowadays YouTube standards. But if you want like something more, yes, you can like invest in like some like $10-15 microphone, and like it will be good for you. But the thing is like people forget that not the equipment makes your videos, like you are making your videos, and you must pour out like kind of your soul into the videos and like show like what you are, what people should expect from you. Like if you know like video creators, the channel.
I don't know.
So like it's basically there's a dude who teaches people about the like ins and outs of YouTube, like how to make some of the videos, how to become like popular, what to do, like, and one of his main points is you are you, and you must show people why they should come and watch your videos, because like billions of hours of YouTube videos are uploaded like every minute. So why should someone air columns waste your time, like waste your time and watch your videos? Why yours and not like Jake Paul's videos?
Yeah, that's a good point. I feel like you have to stand out, or it's hard because you want to stand out so people watch your videos, but in some cases you want to do what other people are doing if it's a trend or something. Like everyone jumped on the fidget spinner trend, or the 100-degree knife trend and stuff like that.
Yeah, but also like in TF2 we had our trend, like the 50x, the 100x servers.
Yeah.
Man, like it's very fun to play, but it's not fun to watch like every single TF2 YouTuber making videos about it.
Yeah, and the wacky maps as well. That was like Higher Tower and stuff like that. That was kind of overused.
like also like in one of my videos, like Assassin's Creed 1.5, I think I used the map like Higher Tower to make like the longest backstab fall. Like, man, it took so many takes to do that.
Yeah.
First of all, like you need to get up there, and it's like what 50 stories high. So you spend like 10 minutes climbing the tower, then like in like 30 seconds falling down, and there is nobody there. Like, oh come on, and like, you go back up. Like at one point, I just asked one of the teammates like to go Angie and build me a teleporter.
Yeah.
I was already tired. Like that video took me like one of the most hours to make. It took like 2 or 3 hours to make, and the video is like only 2 or 3 minutes.
It must have been so satisfying to get it.
Though. Yeah, it was very satisfying. Even though this kind of videos are like quite fun to make, even though like they're montages. But the montages were like the day of like 2008, 9, 10 of YouTube, like when every kid was doing like Call of Duty montages.
Yeah.
But like even though like I had quite a fun time because like recently Mr. Paladin uploaded a video like which was like Assassin's Creed, like the same name as I did the video, like but I did it like what 6 months ago, and like because of that, like he had the name Assassin's Creed in it, and people were searching for it. Some of the people like stumbled upon my videos, and I gained some of the views from there, and it's quite good. Also, like about the Raid World War II, like I got the invitation to the beta, so I played before like the game officially came out, and like I gained like what like even though like I have like 18 subscribers and like 19 whatever. Like during the beta period, like when nobody kind of knew about the game, I got like what 10 maximum 12 views, and like when the game came out, like I went up to the 50s, like instantly.
Yeah.
That's why like you need to know when to upload stuff, because like yeah, I uploaded it before it came out, and it should have been like kind of a leak, like preview of what you would expect, but nobody cares about that. Like people want to watch the videos about the game when it comes out. Like, so is it worthy buying or not, kind of way?
Yeah, worth buying like the new games? Do you mean?
Yeah.
It depends. If you want to make that content like on that new game, then sure. But like TF2 is a free game that's 10 years old, and so like, it
still
depends.
You can find a lot of ways to play it, like because like there is like one group like the gaming community which are playing Team Fortress 2, but there's like the second community, like the creator community, like which are making awesome maps, awesome game modes, like awesome SFM art and animations, which is like mind-boggling.
Yeah.
So like, and when like someone finds out like this crazy map or like crazy game mode that someone made, like it gets out of the hand. Like if you remember, there was a game mode of the Slenderman.
Yeah.
I think it's still very popular in the game.
Yeah, like that came out of nowhere and just exploded. Everyone. There was a time where everyone was just playing that.
Yeah, I didn't quite play it because I didn't quite like the Slenderman game itself, so I didn't have quite the will to play it. But like when like Death Run maps came out, like it was it, because during the like CS:GO 1.6 days, like there were a lot of like Death Run games, and I was like always on them and on the store game modes, so it was quite fun when that came out.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's quite good time to finish off our podcast. So if you want to say something or want to discuss something with me, like as an end, maybe.
Thanks for having me on, I guess. Yeah.
Thanks for accepting my invite. It was quite good.
Problem is a pleasure.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, see you later, guys. Thank you for listening or watching our podcast. See you later.